What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brendan and I'm BManX45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have our next deck profile of the BT15 format. We have Phoenixmon. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while. With the new support, I finally feel like the deck has a more consistent playable feel to it. The deck's supposed to get even better. We're supposed to be getting X-Antibody stuff from it, I believe, in BT16, which I think makes the deck even better. Right now, I feel like it's a solid tier 2, maybe tier 1.5 if you can get everything kind of perfect. But this is our first build for the deck, so we're going to see how this does. And we're enjoying the play style, and it's just super fun. It's kind of like a bit of a rush deck. It's not as good as some of the other rush decks like Anubismon, but that deck's getting hit, so it's going to have to make way for something new, and this is potentially it, especially when we get our stuff in BT16. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's talk about the deck and this first iteration that we're going to be doing, and tell you what we like, what we don't like, and you guys can comment down below. And hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts, and subscribe to the channels and hit that bell for notifications so don't miss a single minute of the fun. So let's get into it, guys. We play 4 Yokomon from BT15. On deletion, return 1 Digimon card with avian, bird, beast, or animal or sovereign other than sea animal in one of its traits from your trash to your hand. So this is all about adding your birds back when your guy dies. You don't care if your guy dies because your on deletion effects are so good, and you're going to be putting stuff back in your hand so you can go into it really cheap. So that's the egg. That's the one you want to play, no other ones. We have 4 Biomon from BT15, the new one. Start your main phase by trashing 1 Digimon card with avian, bird, beast, animal, or sovereign other than sea animal in one of its traits from your hand. Reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 red card from among them to your hand and place the rest on the bottom of your deck. So you want to put your birds and stuff in the trash because there are certain abilities that you're going to use to play them or gain them back, and then you can search out any red card with the Biomon. And then inheritable, your turn once per turn. When a card is removed from the opponent's security stack, gain 1 memory. So that's really, really good. This isn't the best one, but it surely is very good and a very good part of the deck. So we're really glad to see they add that in BT15. Next, we're playing 4 Biomon from BT11. Reveal top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 Digimon card with vaccine in its traits and 1 red tamer card from among them to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. It has inheritable on deletion. If you have a red tamer in play, gain 1 memory. So that's really good. It's your searcher, more so than the other one, but really, really good. And then lastly, play 4 copies of the BT13 Biomon. All Biomons, and everything here is birds. Everything in this deck is one of the types that you want to target. On play, if played by an effect, by returning 1 of your Christie Daemons to the hand, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Garudamon, so it may warp, ignoring the digivolution requirement and without paying the cost. And you're going to be able to play your Tamers for free, so bouncing your Christies will not hurt, and it's got on deletion, draw 1, inheritable. So that's it for it. 12 Biomons. Not even 12 level 3s. 12 Biomons. You love to see it. For level 4s, we're playing 4 Birdramon from BT11. He's got blocker, but on deletion, he has you may play a red tamer card with a play cost of 4 or less from your hand without paying the cost. So great inheritable. Lets you play your tamers for free. We're playing 4 of the Birdramon from BT15, which is when Digivolving, return 1 red Digimon card with avian, bird, beast or animal or sovereign or other than sea animal and one of its traits from your trash to your hand. So it adds your pieces back to your hand. And then inheritable, when a card is removed from your opponent's security stack, gain a memory. Lastly, we play 3 copies of Saberdramon, who has Raid, Retaliation, and then on deletion, 1 of your red or purple Digimon cards. You may trash the card from your hand. He does cost 3 to Digivolve into, but you can play him for cheap, and he's just got such a great Raid, Retaliation, such a strong card. and the inheritable is really good too. So that's good. So we play, that's 11 level 4s. Mostly Birdramons and 1 Dark Birdramon. We play 3 copies of the BT11 Garudamon blocker, but inheritable. On deletion, you may play a Red Tamer card with a play cost of 4 or less from your hand. So again, really good. Then we play 3 of the Garudamon from BT13, which is on play when digivolving. You may play 1 Red Tamer card with a play cost of 3 or less from your hand without paying the cost. And then on deletion, delete 1 of your opponent's Digimon 6,000 DP or less. Can come up. And then we play 2 Garudamon Ace Blast Digivolve for free. On play when digivolving, you may play 1 of your 4 cost or lower Red Tamer cards from your hand without paying the memory cost. So you can play your Soras, which are your 4 costs. And then all turns once per turn when one of your Tamers is played, delete 1 of your opponent's Digimon with blocker. So that's kind of cool. Not always going to come up, but it is there. And it's why we don't play more of this, because it's really good because it plays your high cost ones, but you do have the overflow. So there's that. But that is it for our level 5s. Then into our boss monsters, we play 4 of the Phoenixmon from BT11. He's your big boss monster. Your turn once per turn. When a card is removed from your opponent's security stack, you may activate 1 of this Digimon's on deletion effects, so all the inheritables count too. On deletion, you may play a red Digimon card with avian, bird, beast, animal, or sovereign, other than sea animal from in one of its traits, and 3,000 DP or less from your hand without paying the play cost. For each red tamer you have in play, add 2,000 to the max DP this card can play by this effect. So the cool thing about this is, it's with this card here, you can play up to your level 6 if you late in the game. If you have lots of tamers on the board, you can easily play a level 4, and you can easily, all your level 4s are like, I think they're all 5,000. They're all 5,000. So you have 1 tamer on board, you can play any of your level 4s, and same thing here. If you have 2 tamers, all your level 5s, and then you do need a couple tamers on board to play. You need at least 2 more. You need 4 tamers on board to play your level 6. So that's really, really good. But that's it's all of the deletion effects go off, so you can play tamers for free with this ability. Your turn once per turn when a card is removed from your opponent's security stack. Lastly, we play 2 copies of Phoenixmon from BT15. It has on play on deletion. If your opponent has 3 or fewer security cards, delete 1 of their Digimon with the lowest DP. If they have 4 or more, trash the top card of the security stack, which will activate your abilities. And then when digivolving, you may play 1 red Digimon card with 5,000 DP or less, or 1 red Tamer card from your hand without paying the cost. So this guy's kind of the good guy to play off of his ability if you have it in your hand. He's your backup, not as good as this, but still really, really strong, and gives you some awesome plays. And the fact that it's on play on deletion too, and when digivolving, all 3 effects. So that's it for our level 6s. The Bird King himself. We're playing 3 copies of Sora Takanuchi from BT15. It's your memory tamer. All turns, when this Digimon card, when a red Digimon card returns from the trash to the hand, by returning this tamer to the hand, you may play 1 13,000 DP or less Digimon with avian, bird, beast, animal, sovereign, other than sea animal, and one of its traits from your hand without paying the cost. For each of your opponent's security cards, remove 2,000 DP from the effect of this play. So early game, you can't really play a lot. You can play like a 3,000 monster by bouncing this, but late game, you can play up to your Phoenixmon. I think if you just have 4, because it's 13. I think if you just need at least 4 security cards gone, because it's reduced 2,000. So 8,000. 13. Yeah, it would be 5K. So yeah, you could potentially play your big guys as long as you have 4 security gone. Play 2 Christie. Start of your main phase if you have a Digimoth bird. Avian and its traits gain a memory. And then on play, one of your Digimon gains. On deletion, you may play 1 Biomon from your hand or trash without paying the cost until the end of your opponent's turn. This is cool because you can target that Biomon that bounces her to go right into Garunamon. So that's really good. So having that card in trash, want a copy of that card in trash isn't bad, especially when you have this on board. And then you can just swing without worrying about dying, because if you die, you just go off. So really good card. And then we play, this is kind of the heart of the deck, Akio Kinudu, Akio Rendu. I can't, I'm bad with names. We know this. On play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 red Digimon with the vaccine trait among them to your hand. Place the rest on the bottom of the deck. It's a 3 cost, so a lot of your deletion abilities are going to get you to play it for free. And then your turn, when you play a red Digimon with the avian, bird, beast, animal, or sovereign other than the sea animal, and its traits, by an effect, by suspending this tamer, it gains rush for the turn. So this is where you rush with your cards, because you're summoning all these different monsters with all these different on deletion abilities, and then you can give them rush when they're played. So that's really, really cool. And then you gotta see it. You want to see it. Lastly, we are playing 3 Wings of Love. I was playing 4, but I really feel like if you don't see your Sora, you don't necessarily want to play this card. It's 2 cost from BT15. You may play 1 red Tamer card with a play cost of 4 or less from your hand without paying the cost. Then if you have a Tamer with Sora in its name, return 1 red Digimon card from your trash to your hand. So again, you don't get that second ability unless you have Sora. You want to play it on a Sora first. I mean, it does get you any Tamer. And then security, you may play a Biomon from your trash or hand or trash without paying the cost, then add this card to your hand. So it's really good. Like I said, getting you a 4-cost Tamer, even a 3-cost Tamer for 2 is really good. But you just you want to see that Sora so that you can, get that extra, buff off of it. So I think 3 is good enough. And then lastly, we play 2 offense training to help you with Digivolution costs, because getting up into your Mega super fast is important in this deck. So you do want to see those. So the offense training is huge. I was playing Crimson Blaze, but honestly, I just want to be able to get, I cut the 1 Wings of Love so I could just play, and the Crimson Blaze so I could play 2 of this, because I just want to get up into my stuff super fast and just be aggressive with this deck. So this is the first iteration of this deck. Tell me what you guys think. Are you guys excited about this deck? Are you excited that we finally get a good Biomon deck? And hopefully you'll stick around and watch as we grow with this deck, and hopefully do get to play it in BT16 when we get the X-Antibody stuff. So like always, let me know what your guys' thoughts are. If there's anything else I could have done better, let me know. And hey, it looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. And as always, have a wonderful day, and that's all for now, folks.